also he made the valid point of, what's the point? Are we not happy? We live together. We have great kids. We have all of these successes. Is marriage necessary? Is it not going to complicate, having to sign and all of those things? And I think when I was younger, I was more malleable to go, yeah, you've got a point. Everything's working. Why fix it if it's not broken? But as I got older and my children were carrying his surname and I had a different surname, and everyone was just like, and when you go to your maternity ward and they're like, oh gosh, and those nurses, they have so many comments, it makes you feel some type of way.
And you're popular, to add on to it.
Exactly. Yeah. And every time you go to family events, they're like, Kante, and you're always having to come back with a story. So once I also got exhausted with the conversation, I then realized, this is not something that is going to happen for us. And I think by the time he was ready, on my end, the damage was done. I was like, angsafuni.
A few moments later.
Everyone, and welcome to my channel. So that was Mandla N, the TV and film guru behind the production company Black Brain Pictures, proposing to 29-year-old Melissa Mayemuli, who represented South Africa at Miss Universe in Thailand last month. Congratulations to Mandla N and Melissa, but I'm going to be a bitter Betty for a moment and bring up Mandla's history with none other than Tumi Masemola because it's difficult to ignore. Okay, so Tumi Masemola met Mandla N when she was just 19 years old. They were both at a film school. They went on to build a lot together. They created one of the biggest comedy shows, City Sesla, with their friends. They also formed the music group Gang of Instrumentals. Before long, they were a power couple who acted together, sang together, produced together, and eventually started a family. The unfortunate part is that when Tumi started questioning why they were not married yet, which many would see as a natural next step, Mandla would respond with things like, are we not happy, and will marriage not complicate things, just to convince her that marriage was unnecessary. Now fast forward to December 2025, and suddenly Mandla does not need any reminders about marriage, no long years, no children together as a starter pack. His fiancée is a 29-year-old beauty queen who is child-free. And for those saying, but Mandla was young back then, well, they were both young. Tumi was 19 and he was in his early 20s, if not the same age. They dated for 16 full years. They were together well into their mid-30s. So this is just a classic case of if he wants to, he will. The truth is he simply did not want to marry Tumi. Plain and simple.
What do you say if this man would say, didn't you at any point have a conversation with him that I actually want to get married 5 years in, 10 years in? I mean, after 10 years, people are looking at you funny, especially family, and saying, why aren't you married? And for you guys, 10 years in is 30s. So it's like, they have a lot of money. Like, people complain about money, that black weddings are expensive. You guys, money is not the issue. Why didn't you initiate the conversation of, Babusban mani ngicela sishade?
I did.
Okay.
That's how the cracks began to show. The conversation almost always ended up in a huge argument. So that's when I realized we don't both want the same thing. In the beginning, of course, I was patient. In the beginning, I also thought we are young. We were in our 20s. We met very young. And we did almost everything together. And to me, I felt that I needed to give him the opportunity to mature and for him to want this and not me pressure or put an ultimatum down. So it was a cause of much conflict in our relationship. We did break up a couple of times.
Yeah.
Because of that, because I was like, "Ha, sister, 5 years, man.
Yes,
you
yes.
haven't done. I'm going home. Pack up my stuff,
leave.
Pack
and right
back, and come back." So yeah, it was that kind of yo-yo situation where you're going back and forth because you can't just switch off your feelings, even if you can see you're not in agreement. And also, he made the valid point of, what's the point? Are we not happy? We live together. We have great kids. We have all of these successes. Is marriage necessary? Is it not going to complicate, having to sign and all of those things? And I think when I was younger, I was more malleable to go, yeah, you've got a point. Everything's working. Why fix it if it's not broken?
By the way, not getting married to the man but making tons and tons of money with the man over the years became a disadvantage towards Tumi. She ended up having to take 2 million rands from their company because it's not like they were married and stuff. So there was no court that could lawfully give her what she deserved. She was singing with the man, acting and producing, playing family, and when it all ended, she thought she was entitled to at least 2 million rands to get herself another house. Kantu guy was a step ahead with the paperwork. Anyway, it does take two to tango. Tumi did not blame everything on Mandla. She held herself accountable for being complacent and centering him while ignoring her own needs, including friendships. But that doesn't erase Mandla's behavior either. He convinced her that marriage was unnecessary when the truth is he simply never wanted to marry her. If marriage was that unnecessary, he wouldn't be marrying Melissa after 2 years or so together when he failed to marry Tumi after 16 full years together. Because Vele, he never intended to marry Tumi. He knew he was going to lose a lot because she would have been entitled to 50% of whatever that they made. Hence, he said marriage was going to complicate things.
We wake up one morning and clearly they didn't do their research because they wrote divorced for and it wasn't a divorce. They said Tumi Masemola lives with millions and is being sued because she stole millions from her husband. Did you steal millions?
Well, I wouldn't say I stole, but I wanted to leave, and he still wanted to work things out.
Okay.
And in my stubborn era, I was like, I'm not going to sit here and work things out. You're either going to leave me and the children, or I'm leaving. And he was unwilling to leave, and I was unwilling to then go home. Mm-hmm. I also wanted to have then my own place and all of that stuff. So then I went into our accounts and I took what I believed was mine.
That you'd worked for.
Which was 50%. And
50. Like, let's say the business has 20 million, you're like, buy, withdraw 10, gone. Yo.
And of course, he had a hernia and a cow.
Rightfully so. It's a business account. You can't just do that, right? Yeah, no, fair.
There's processes and procedures.
Sure.
And then, of course, court time came, and what happened in that time? Oh my gosh. By the time court time came, because we had been a romantic partnership, there was no shareholders agreement. There was no my managing director appointment letter or how long I had been, all of those things. So I couldn't provide any of that paperwork.
As backup.
So then it was like, you could have been Ichiriake and now Funitatizintos like it doesn't work like that, ma'am. Yes, your name is there in the CIPC business, but where's A, B, C, D, E, F, G? And I didn't have all of that stuff. So all my accounts were frozen, that money was put back, and I went to live with mom.
Sure.